Breaking news, Texans Nation. The clock hit 0 on the NFL trade deadline and a thunderous silence echoed from NRG Stadium. Our Houston Texans, sitting at 3-5, chose to stand pat. No blockbuster deals, no reinforcements rushing in, just the current squad, raw and unpolished, gearing up for the second half grind. Whispers from the front office leak out, they're betting everything on internal fire. But with rivals stacking their decks, is this the calm before the storm or a fumble in the red zone? The tension is thick, crew. Hearts are pounding across Houston. Something massive just didn't happen and it's got us all reeling. If you're a bleeding battle red, if you're the heartbeat of Texans Nation, smash that subscribe button right now. Join the crew that's got your back, fast, raw, and loaded with the unfiltered emotion we all crave. We're diving straight into the chaos, no holds barred. This is where insiders meet passion, where every play feels personal. Stick around because we're peeling back the layers on this deadline drama. And the man steering the ship through the storm, Nick Caserio. Yeah, you heard that right. Our general manager, the architect behind the rebuild, drew a line in the sand as the buzzer blared. According to the latest from Adam Schefter and the insider circuit, Caserio and his crew passed on every opportunity. No trades. No wheeling and dealing like the rest of the league. While the AFC South heats up, the Texans held firm. It's a bold call, crew, one that's already sparking debates from the tailgates to the timelines. Picture this, the deadline day unfolded like a high-stakes thriller. Phones buzzing in every front office, reports flying, and then boom, the Indianapolis Colts drop the hammer. They ship out 2 first-round picks and wide out A.D. Mitchell to the New York Jets for none other than Sauce Gardner. That 2-time All-Pro corner, the shutdown artist who's redefined the secondary. Chris Ballard didn't blink. With the Colts at 7-2 atop the division, they went all in to fortify their defense. It's aggressive, it's calculated, and it's got that fire we respect even if it stings. Not to be outdone, the Jacksonville Jaguars jumped in too. They snagged wide receiver Jacoby Meyers from the Las Vegas Raiders for a 4th and a 6th rounder. Not earth-shattering, but it's depth for an offense battered by injuries. Meyers brings reliable hands, a route runner who can stretch the field and steady the pass catchers. At 5-3, the Jags are signaling they're in the hunt, not content to coast. These moves, they're a statement, loud ones. The Colts and Jags aren't sleeping on the division lead. They're swinging for the fences, positioning for a playoff push. And us, the Texans, watch from the sidelines, 3-5 and hungry. Caserio's vision, trust the house. Believe in the spark from within. But as Schefter tweets the details, the questions mount. Is this faith or folly? Now let's zoom out on the bigger picture here, Texans Nation. Our squad's journey this season has been a roller coaster, flashes of brilliance mixed with frustrating stalls. CJ Stroud's arm is electric, lighting up Sundays when protected. But the offensive line, it's been a turnstile, sacks piling up like storm clouds over the Gulf. Defensively, we've got pieces. Will Anderson Jr. terrorizing QBs, but consistency, that's the ghost haunting us. Heading into the deadline, expectations ran high. We had draft capital burning a hole thanks to that Laramie Tunsil trade last offseason. Extra picks, flexibility. Why not snag an offensive lineman for depth or a weapon to ease the load on Stroud? The marketed talent, veterans looking for new homes. Yet Caserio pulled back. He sees the potential in-house in the young guns developing and the coaching tweaks from DeMeco Ryans. Impact hits immediate. No new blood means leaning harder on the current roster. That 3-5 record, it's a wake-up call. Wins against the Bears and Colts early, but losses to the Vikings and Lions exposed cracks. Offense averaging under 20 points some games, that's not playoff caliber. Stroud's thrown for over 2,000 yards already, but interceptions and pressures are mounting. Defensively, we're top 10 in sacks, but coverage lapses let big plays slip. Caserio's betting on growth. The strides are here, sources say he told the room. Positive vibes in the locker room, belief in the process. But rivals' moves amplify the pressure. Colts with Gardner, that's a lockdown secondary facing Stroud twice more. Jags with Meyers, extra options for Lawrence in our rematch. It's a division arms race and we're running on fumes, or so the critics say. Criticisms pouring in like Gulf rain, crew. Some fans are fired up, seeing Caserio's restraint as wisdom. Why mortgage the future for a wild card push? They argue, build sustainable, not splashy. Trust the youth movement, Stroud, Tank Dell, Nico Collins. The defense is young and feisty, give him time, but the other side, they're a raging, complacent, screams one tweet. At 3-5, you don't sit idle while rivals load up. Fans point to the offense's woes, line depth needed badly after injuries. Minor move, even a guard or tackle, could spark Stroud. We had picks to play with, why not? Questions swirl, is Caserio too conservative? Did he miss the market's fire sale? Tailgates are divided, bars in Houston buzz with debate. Some fans are cheering the patience, one supporter posted. Caserio's got a plan, long-term glory over quick fixes. They highlight our cap space, the draft hauls ahead. It's belief in the vision, the heart-pounding hope that internal fire wins out. Yet the backlash is fierce. This is on Caserio if we miss playoffs, another fan vents. Rivals got better, we got nothing. Stroud deserves weapons. Polarization grips Texans Nation. Social media explodes, memes of Caserio at a poker table folding aces. Hashtags like Fire Caserio trend briefly, then fade into calls for unity. It's raw emotion, crew, the kind that binds us. We've seen this before, rebuilds test faith. But with DeMeco's energy, the locker room's locked in. Players like Diggs and Anderson preach fight. No distractions from trades, just focus. Still, doubt creeps, can we flip the script without external boosts? The second half looms, tough slate with divisional rematches, Colts twice, Jags once. Those new pieces will test us. Expanding on the ripple effects, Texans Nation, this decision reshapes everything. The Vestiario's energy, it's pure grit now. No new faces means tighter bonds, deeper reliance on each other. Stroud's leadership shines, Huddle's intense, practices fiery. D'Amico Ryan's rallies, we find it within that belief. It's infectious, fueling hope amid the storm, but shadows loom. Offensively without upgrades, pressures mount on Stroud. He's battled injuries, inconsistencies, now more so. Line holds the key, if they gel we soar. Defensively we're solid but vulnerable to explosive plays. Gardner and Indy, Hell shadow our receivers, turning matchups into battles. Mayers in Jacks. Stretches defenses, opens lanes for Lawrence. The division's tougher, Colts at 7-2, Jags 5-3, Titans lurking. We're outsiders clawing back, yet here's the fire, this could ignite us. Adversity breeds champions. Remember our playoff run last year, underdogs with heart. Casirio's gamble trust that sparked the unproven turning proven. Words like fight, energy, belief echo in the facility. Hope flickers, if we string wins this looks genius. Falter, questions roar louder. It's high stakes, crew our season's soul on the line. Visualize the future, primetime lights, Stroud slinging to Collins for 6. Anderson sacking QBs, the roar of NRG shaking foundations. But doubt whispers, what if the offseason trades wait, but now's the grind. Rivals swings challenge us, our stand defines us. Energy builds in practices, heart in every snap. The fight goes on, fueled by nation's passion. So Texans Nation, what's your take? Is Casirio's pass a master stroke or a misstep that haunts us? Drop your thoughts below, let's debate in the comments. Hit like if you're riding with the crew, subscribe for every raw update. We're in this together, battling for that Lombardi dream. This is Texans News, straight from the source with the voice of the crew.